Meet the Waltons. They inherited control of Walmart. With over $150 billion, they're by far the richest family in America. So how much money do the Waltons really have? Well, if they sat there and counted it by hand in $20 bills, they'd be sitting there counting for more than 2 centuries. Every day, the Waltons collect $8.5 million in Walmart dividends. That's enough to buy an average American house every hour. Pretty soon, they'd own the whole neighborhood. Walmart workers help the Waltons build their fortune, but many are just struggling to get by. Most make less than $25,000 a year. With wages so low, it's no wonder that last year Walmart workers at one store held a food drive for each other. But the Waltons, with their immense wealth, can afford to pay workers $15 an hour and provide access to full-time work. In fact, a Demos study found that just by redirecting money that has gone to repurchasing shares in the company, Walmart could give 825,000 workers earning less than $25,000 a year a raise of more than $5 an hour. And that doesn't just help Walmart workers, that helps everyone. That same study found that paying workers at least $25,000 a year could raise the living standards of at least 5 million American households and feed back into our economy. While the Waltons continue to multiply their fortune, taxpayers end up footing the bill for Walmart's low wages. Every year, American taxpayers spend an estimated $6 billion for Medicaid, food stamps, and other programs to help Walmart workers scrape by. The Walton family can afford to pay their workers $15 an hour and provide full-time jobs while still running a very profitable and successful business.
That I get paid peanuts.
I came to Peavey in 2001 to start a leasing division. I was doing that for several years before I became executive vice president and COO. Hartley Peavey is my stepfather. He's the CEO. My mother, Mary, is president of Peavey Electronics. Working with your parents can be a bit challenging. How are you? I'm Kyle. Good to meet you.
I work here. I've been working here for 24 years now, and I work on circuit boards. I test them and repair them.
All right.
This is a media matrix product. It's basically a PA kind of system, but we're going to be testing this circuit board, and you've got 73 seconds to test each board.
All right. Is that enough time?
No, it's actually not. All right, we've got these cables. You're going to plug this ribbon cable into that connector. Put my screws in here. The reason I'm putting this screw in is because this is a grounding pad. The more ground a circuit board has, the better.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was getting a little bit concerned when I saw all the little details that had to be done.
You see, we have no signal up there because we haven't put our input cards in yet.
All right. Now, there were several different circuit boards that had to be assembled and then checked.
Plug this cable into the input board. We have our signal out there. We've got to check all 4 of those.
And then disassembled. It was all supposed to be done in 73 seconds. So you got to rebuild this thing every time you got to test them?
Yes.
Interesting.
And set it on here. Now, you want to try one?
You sure? Okay. All right. Pick a board, any board.
Start timing you.
All right. So this one goes in first.
Oops.
Dear.
He doesn't seem like he's had a lot of experience dealing with circuit boards.
That is a quirky little cable. You're like Mr. Magoo up here.
Yeah.
I think you're doing very well. I'm prepared to offer you $7 1/4 an hour.
You're at 1 minute already.
Come on now. Oh.
Forgot to test the other board.
Oh, hell.
I take that back. It's $4 1/4 an hour.
Everything in electronics is so fast-paced now.
Except me.
Woo. Yeah.
Smoked.
Yeah. Hal just didn't seem like he was detail-oriented. It's pretty much fried, yeah.
You best not give up your day job.
Unplug that one and go to the next one. And there's your signals.
Saved.
If I was hiring for a technician position, Kyle probably would not be my first choice. 12 minutes and 3 seconds.
Well,
Need a little bit of work on that area.
how long does it normally take you?
It usually even takes me longer than the 73 seconds I'm allowed, but
I would suspect so.
I can probably do it in about 1.5 to 2 minutes.
Not bad. Not
So-
bad at all.
This girl actually knows pretty well what she's doing.
Well, we keep on going?
Want to try another one? Yeah.
Let's do it. I think 73 seconds is really not attainable. We really should have a completely different process in the way that's tested. Doing a manual build-up is just really impractical and inefficient. You've been working here how long?
24 years.
Oh, man.
I started out actually on the hand assembly line, and I moved up to being a technician and went back to college and got my associates in electronics, along with raising 5 kids at the same time.
5?
I started working here right after I turned 18, and I'm still here. I wish Peavy's had a little bit better communication between management and the employees. Basically, when they cut us back to 4 days a week, they said it was going to last for the month of March. Well, it turned out to be the month of April, too. So,
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it's costing them money to keep the company going, and I appreciate that because I'm really glad that I do have a job, but there's just so many cutbacks everywhere. After you were here 20 years, you would get an extra week's vacation. Well, we don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
We used to have barbecues for us and stuff like that, but they pretty much cut all that out.
Damn.
When I started going to school, they helped pay for it.
Yeah.
But then, you know, that's one of the cutbacks we had to do, so I'm still paying on student loans.
Yeah.
Our health insurance goes up every year.
That's not unusual.
They don't give merit raises anymore. I actually haven't had a raise in 8 years.
Huh. I was discouraged that she really didn't understand the big picture, and it has created discontent, which can spread pretty fast in this operation.
And everything is working its way to China.
All this is kind of unraveled and spun out of control as a result of a general lack of communication. You don't know why.
You really don't know from day to day. I mean, I could come in tomorrow and they could have the door shut. So,
Really? Well, if I don't get control of the situation, it really puts this company in jeopardy for the future.
He's slow. Gordon, I'm just glad I finally found something that you can do.
Ah, it's not right.
I don't think Michael's impressed.
Damn it.
If I put Carl in the line right now, it would slow down everybody. He needs a lot of work and a lot of improvement.
Something's upside down, huh? I don't think this is right.
He sucks. Not coming out of there.
Get a bigger hammer.
I put my heart and soul into this. And I mean that. When every cabinet goes out, it's got my name on it. I grew here at PV. You know, 3 months after I started, I met my wife. Roxanne works in the speaker department. We got 2 beautiful kids now. Man, they're my world. Everybody in there's talking that we're gonna be shut down in a year and all this other stuff. And it keeps me up at night, you know?
I understand.
It wasn't until these last couple of months of not working Fridays, because, you know, Roxanne wasn't working Fridays either. For 2 months, 30% of our income was gone.
Yeah.
So it got really tough. It's still tough.
Yeah.
And then childcare is another issue. Money,
Yeah. Do you still have student loans you're paying?
I do. I'm probably in default because I haven't been paying on them. And, you know, yeah. Well, my mom's living with me now, too.
So what's going on with that? She's
She's got dementia.
wow.
That's why it's important for me.
Yeah.
I know you guys had to do what you had to do.
Yeah.
It's a fact.
I don't know if you heard this or not, but I put my 2 weeks in this morning
Come on.
Damn it.
because I got a better job offer. I mean, I just want enough to survive.
Sure. It was a pretty big disappointment to learn that he had just given a 2 weeks notice today. And I think he's valuable here, and I'll do what I can to keep him. You know, you're the kind of guy that, you know, we need more of here.
I agree.
I'm glad we had this time to talk.
Me too.
Today's top story. Meridian-based PD Electronics is reorganizing in a move that will result in layoffs.
Since the show ended, we've had a hard look at Plant 3 and decided that to be competitive in the marketplace, It just doesn't make sense to continue on with the majority of our products being made in the U.S. Many of the people working in Plant 3 have been relocated into other positions at PV. A lot of them were given 60 days to find another job.
Since I met with Cortland that day and he told me his true identity, things have changed. We got a 60-day notice telling us that they were going to close the doors. Cortland or Hartley or nobody was there to even tell us. It was just the HR man and our plant manager. So I feel like I was done wrong.
When I got my notice, it was initially a layoff letter, and I had a job lined up. I'm making considerably more money. I lost my opportunity at the other job when I decided to stay with PV, and I'm pretty pissed off. And then 3 days before my last day, PV offered me a job on a skeleton crew. So I took it because I needed it real bad. But I want a career. I don't want a job. This is a job. So yeah, I'm a little bitter.